Lukaku just can't stay out of the news. Looks like Inter Milan, AC Milan, PSG all want him again after 12 months of joining his dream club. Oh, and guess what? Fans think it's Thomas Tuchel's fault. How? I'm going to explain to you how they're absolute idiots, but there is an element of truth. Thomas Tuchel could do a bit more. Yet, I am also going to break down the whole takeover because a lot has changed in 3 days. Ratcliffe, does he actually even have a chance of buying this club? I don't think so based on the reports that are coming out, but I've got you £4.25 billion and Donny can't secure the deal. But before we get started, I need a massive favor from every single one of you. Every single one of you watching now, hit that like button and in the comments below, let me know what number like you are and where you're watching from. So I want to see 65 Zimbabwe, 99 China, 75 Russia. Let me know. I'm actually really interested to see where you guys are watching from. But let's get on with the video. I'm not wasting your time. So, as you lot all know, Friday, the bids were closed. No more bids coming in. That's what the Rain Group, the intermediary, thought so. If you don't know what intermediary is, imagine if option A and option B, A being the person that wants to buy something, B being the person that's selling, there's an option C, which is an intermediary. They're in the middle, they're dealing with them, they're talking to A, they're talking to B, and they're sorting it out for you. That's what Rain are in this case. They're the people that are sorting the deal out for Chelsea, because Chelsea don't want to deal with a hassle. And they said all the bids were in. But we all know Sir Radcliffe had another move. He said, I'm going directly to Chelsea. I don't care about you guys. So it's irrelevant what you're going to do. He put that 4.25 bid in, and Rain have narrowed it down to this reason. They've narrowed it down to Bowley, and I'm going to explain why. Mr. Pagliaccis' bid, the Boston Celtics owner, was rejected for two main reasons. All of this is actually very understandable. Number one, he had no plans to redevelop Stamford Bridge, concrete plans. He was saying it verbally. He was saying, yes, we will redevelop it. But there's no blueprint. There's no initiative. There's no plan. There's no manifesto of what he's going to be doing. It's just trust his word. We don't trust billionaires' words, okay? It's not going to work. I don't trust normal people's words, let alone billionaires' words. No, thank you. Number two, there was no commitment to what he was going to do about his ties with Atalanta. We all know he owns a good share of Atalanta that was acquired early this year. Now, all of a sudden, Donny wants to acquire Chelsea. And look, if you don't know, UEFA won't allow the same owner to have two clubs in the same competition. And with the opportunity that Chelsea and Atalanta could be in the same tournament, this could mean one of the teams would most probably have to pull out. This is a conflict of interest. So, Rain said, we're not dealing with you, you're out the reckoning. The Sir Broughton deal, this one as well. Two main reasons. Number one, a part of the bid was financed via loans. What does this mean? It means these loans need to get paid back. And these loans will have to get paid back to the specific shareholders that gave these loans. And they didn't think this was acceptable. Chelsea and Roman Abramovich believe that whoever's buying Chelsea has to find means of finance from another measure. They do not have to be doing what the Glazers are doing, monthly repayments, interest on those loans. It causes a conundrum, whether you actually invest into the team or you making sure you make enough money to close that loan. Chelsea didn't want to deal with that. And number two, a member of the Rain Corporation, allegedly a source, says that this turned into a little popularity contest. Who's whose? They wanted to get in via buzz and popularity. And this was something that the Rain Group didn't believe would be best for Chelsea. And come on, can you blame them? Lewis Hamilton, known Arsenal fan, Serena Williams, allegedly a Real Madrid fan, want to buy Chelsea Football Club. It makes no sense. When was the last time you saw them at a Chelsea game? You haven't. Yet, they're putting in, I don't know how much money, but I highly doubt they're putting in billions. I'm telling you now, they were buying a share to flip it at a later date to ensure that they are going to make a quick profit. And this is not what we need at Chelsea Football Club. We do not need instability. We need stability. We need to know who our owners are going to be for the foreseeable future. We need to know what plans are going to exist in this club. If you don't plan, you will fail because you're not prepared. And in this case, I really hope Chelsea take a nice total 180, good organization, good entity, going forward, starting with fixing the scouting. So a criteria that Chelsea had was regarding Bowley team having a lot of individuals that are expert in the field with sporting. Bowley had that. He had the LA Dodgers experience, and he had a whole host of individuals around him that are football fanatics, that are good financiers, that are all actively putting their own skin into the game. And Bowley is coming on at this moment in time as a partial owner. So he does not own the majority share, but he has ambitions and aspirations to own the majority. Am I totally comfortable with this? No. But the thing is, the fact that they're all bringing something to the table and they're all putting their own money where their mouth is, I kind of like that. With the Weiss deal, there are rumors coming out that he's not totally I'm going to make football decisions because he wants to become rich. But at the same time, I do think it's important. So there were two main reasons why this was great. Number one, they were actively going to develop Stamford Bridge, and they had the blueprints, they've got the plans, they know what they're going to do. They had an architectural firm design some blueprints already and share the ideas. This is exciting. This means this is definitely going to happen. And I know this is going to happen because they want to generate additional revenue. It just makes sense. Tottenham are currently having the most revenue generated by any club in the world on a match day. Come on. Like, that's actually kind of wild. Number two, day-to-day control. Bowley wants to have day-to-day control. He wants to be there. He wants to be part of the culture. He wants to be involved. And anyone that wants to be involved to this magnitude, I respect it. I kind of see where they're coming from. And it's something, once you're involved, you're attached with the club. So for me, this is good. Sir Ratcliffe wanted to take advantage. He put in the bid. The bid went through. The bid was considered and is being considered. The only problem with this bid right now is there's two things. Number one, is not astronomically higher than what the Bowley consortium bid. It's not. So we have to accept that, right? The Rain Group are saying, well, you were late to the party. We've closed the door. This is a train. We said 4 o'clock. You came at 4:01 trying to get in by jumping in like you're the Hulk. It's not going to work, okay? You're late to the party, bro. You're not getting on. Number two, Ratcliffe has the same conflict of interest Pagliaccis has. Instead of Atalanta, he's got Nice. What is he gonna do? There is no written confirmation. It's too late to even vet him. They don't know what's happening. So where does this leave the whole takeover? The good news is we're not gonna have to talk about this till on the 31st of May. Because the deal should get through. The Bowley consortium at this moment in time are currently in what is known as a completion phase. This phase at this moment in time is going to give them 5 days to 2 weeks of time to show the Premier League all their plans, tell them they are who they are, prove their money, and everything that Reign have done, the Premier League and the UK government will be going over. And unless something goes miraculously wrong, Sir Ratcliffe will not be getting this club. Let that be a lesson to you guys all. If you want something badly, go and get it straight away. Don't waste your time. If you're hungry and you want a McDonald's, go get it. If there's a girl that you fancy, do not wait. She will find a new boyfriend. Go tell her how you feel. Do not waste your time. And in this case, if you want to buy Chelsea Football Club, do not wait until the bid is already accepted and then come in like Mr. Big Bollocks saying, here's $4.25 billion. It doesn't work like that, okay? Sadly, you lost your chance. And it looks like we're getting Bowley. Am I happy with it? I'm happier than when I thought the club could potentially liquidate. Now it's time for the Bowley consortium to do their best and put actions into the words that we've heard. On to some footballing news. And yeah, Romelu Lukaku is looking for a way out of Chelsea. And the rumours are, from as I can see, PSG, AC Milan, if the new ownership come in, and Inter Milan are all interested. Why are they interested? He's a good player. People, don't let this little mini blip at Chelsea discount how good Romelu Lukaku is. If you play to his strengths, I'm not saying you're going to win the league. I am saying you're going to get a good goal scorer. You're going to get 20 league goals a season. You're going to get a good bullying striker. Someone who is a clinical finisher. And when I say clinical, I mean he's 1 in 4, 1 in 3. That's what the reality is of a good striker. He's not world class, but he does a great job. And who is to blame that for Romelu Lukaku once again wanting to leave? I genuinely don't think it's purely Thomas Tuchel's fault. Because Thomas Tuchel did not ask Romelu Lukaku to do that interview. Thomas Tuchel's first choice was not Romelu Lukaku. He was given him by the board. Because I don't think Tuchel is stupid enough to think Lukaku can press the way Tuchel wants. So, is this all to blame Thomas Tuchel? No, but he has to take the blame. We have got multiple attackers at this club, right? And we need to look at it honestly. And I am not saying Thomas Tuchel out, but I'm looking at it objectively. We have got Werner, Ziyech, Havertz, Pulisic, Mount, Hudson-Odoi, and Lukaku. None of them can consistently bang. And the question is, why? Well, I'll explain why. People are saying none of them can finish, replace them. I don't think that's the solution. I think you put anyone you want into this squad, you will have similar level issues. Some people might be outperforming their XG, some people will be heavily worse. I don't think anybody in this team, currently as it's constructed, gets more than 16 to 18 league goals. Why? We don't create enough chances. We do not create enough chances. And chances are integral, people. They are integral for you to have a good, productive scoring team. Look at Manchester City, look at Liverpool. The two of them generate chances for fun. Mo Salah is not productive in front of goal. Being 1 in 3 is actually very good. A 33% conversion rate is historically good. You would go down as a great world-class striker in world football history if for your whole season you're 1 in 3 chances goal scoring conversion. So our players aren't bad. They just don't get as many chances. And why do they not get as many chances? We play with 3 attackers and 8 defenders, including a goalkeeper. We need to have more variety in our team. And I think people don't understand that. I think people think, Alex, we're keeping clean sheets. Yes, that's how we were winning. We were keeping clean sheets and nicking games. And when it works, it's great. And the problem here is when you play with 3 forwards and then you have Alonso and you have Aspi, it doesn't work. So now you're only having 3 players as well as 2 wing backs that have no creative gene about them. Then you have 2 midfielders who have no creative or attacking gene about them. Jorginho is a recycler of a ball. Kante is a ball winner. Kovacic has integrated it slowly and people are getting gassed. But really, what does Kovacic actually do in the final third? This is all down to whom? Tuchel and the board. Tuchel needs to dump this 3 at the back, by the way. This 3 at the back needs to change. Go back to a 4. We're conceding goals anyway. You might as well have another outlet. Where is Hakim Ziyech? I am harsh on Hakim Ziyech because of consistency. I can't be harsh on Hakim Ziyech now. He doesn't even play. Realistically speaking, he doesn't even play. And then you have people like Romelu Lukaku doing stupid interviews, and now fans are saying, play Rom because if Rom plays, he'll get goals. No, he won't. There's a reason Havertz is inconsistent. There's a reason Pulisic is inconsistent. There's a reason why Hudson-Odoi can't get a run of games together and people like Saka are looking like world beaters. These systemic issues need to change. And how do you change it? Number 1, Tuchel needs to get his finger out of his bum and actually learn, that you don't need to have a security blanket for those back 3. You do not need to have a Jorginho, Kante and a back 3. You need to be responsible. But at the same time, you need to have some sort of cojones about you. Have some guts. Number 2, you need to get another attacker on this pitch. I'm sick and tired of watching these games. I'm starting to get very frustrated at watching Chelsea. We need another outlet. And finally, this is the most important one. I'm begging you for the life of God, move Mason Mount back into the midfield and then put either N'Golo or Kovacic on that side and then give me Jorginho by himself or potentially move a Trevor Chalobah in there, put a Kovacic or a Kante in there. Do something different with that midfield. At the moment, we are getting bullied. And I don't like it. Something needs to change. We've got 4 games this year, then we got the final. If Liverpool win the quadruple because we didn't do our job, this is cake falling on all you, and you know the word. You've all seen this film. But I don't want to see it. I'm sorry if this comes off as a rant. I'm frustrated because timeline's going crazy. I can't watch my team and enjoy them at this moment in time because all I see is frustrations. They don't release the ball. Werner's running into 40 yards of space with Shaman Coleman. Mount, release the ball for crying out loud. Listen, I get Hakim Ziyech's inconsistencies, but one thing Hakim does, he's let the thing go every single time. I'm sorry if I'm frustrated. It is the Kavkas View. You know you get no filter here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you lot later. Bye.